Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. Today, August 3rd, Monday, if you were paying attention to the stock market, you saw that we had a nice green day. So your portfolios should be looking good, 401ks, etc. And what does that tell us? In my opinion, that tells us that right now, when the stock market dips, when good companies are dipping, they're buying opportunities. I wouldn't worry so much about getting that perfect bottom because a lot of people are like, it's just going to go lower, it's going to go lower, and you're missing out, right? The way you reap the benefits when the market has a nice green day, when a stock takes off, is being in the market. It's having that, being invested in that company, being in the market. So I think it's better to be in the market than to always be sitting on the sidelines waiting for that perfect entry. You're better off DCAing in into great companies and great assets. And the reason I wanted to say that in the beginning of the video is I have a lot of people sometimes talk to me about stocks because they see me making videos about stocks. They know I like to trade and things like that. And they ask me, how do you build wealth? You're going to build wealth by being consistent, being patient, and investing into great assets. That's really how you do it. A lot of us don't have the discipline, we don't have the patience. And some of the ways that you could speed up the process is by trying to learn other options that are out there that make your money grow quicker, which is could be short-term trading, also options. But with those things come risk, and making money quicker usually involves risk, right? So if you want to do options, it's a great way to grow your portfolio, take it to the next level, but you got to learn, right? So then you got to spend some time out of your day and educate yourself on options. Definitely, don't think it's something that you can do overnight, right? Some of you may be watching this, you're going to college to get a bachelor's degree. If you're going full time, you're looking about 4 years. Things don't happen overnight. So just know if you want to get into the stock market, if you want to change your life, if you want to build wealth, you got to be disciplined. It's going to take time. You got to be patient. And there are some other ways to speed up the process, but it's going to be a learning process, right? So it's not going to happen overnight. And that's why I wanted to talk about a stock where I see some opportunity. It's a small cap. Now, small caps have potentials of one day being big boy stocks. So you want to look at companies that you think could be opportunities that could be part of the future. And one is Serve Robotics, ticker symbol SERV. If you're a subscriber, if you've been following me, you know I've been talking about Serve Robotics a lot. I've been liking the stock under 10, under 9. And the reason is I'm a believer in the company, right? So I dollar cost average. Now, you've been seeing the stock go down if you've been paying attention to it, but you can look at any stock. You can go ahead and go on Google, just type in a ticker symbol that you like and look at that chart, and you're going to see it going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what stocks do. They don't just go straight up. They eventually pull back. And when they pull back, in my opinion, depending on the company, could be a great opportunity. Now, when it comes to Serve Robotics, you're taking a big risk, right? Any money you put into this company, you could potentially lose it all. So just be aware that when you're investing in any company, including Serve Robotics, you could lose it all, right? So I'm aware of that, but I still like it. I like to have some small caps in my portfolio because I believe in this company, right? And we want to be paying close attention to their Q2 earnings that are going to be coming out August 6th. If you're interested in this stock or already have this company in your portfolio, make sure you circle that day on your calendar. So they're going to be coming out with earnings when the market closes, and then they're going to have their conference call at 5 o'clock p.m., right? So we want to pay close attention to their earnings, see how they're growing, if there's any new partnership, get some insight into the company, what's their forward guidance, what are their plans to hopefully continue to grow the company and get to profit one day, right? These are things that we really want to pay close attention to. So this is going to be a very important day for anybody looking to invest in this company. Now, everyone that watches this video, obviously, when it comes to the money that they have to invest in the stock market, it's going to vary, right? Some of you may have a lot of money. Some of you may not have so much, but the key is going to be to start, right? Get that brokerage account if you don't have one and get into a habit of putting money into it. Maybe all you could do is $5 a month. Then start with $5 a month and then think of ways, hey, try to get a promotion if you have a 9 to 5. Try maybe do a side hustle outside of that and try to get it to 10, into 15, and just grow it with over time, right? Put in work at it, and you'd be surprised what you can accomplish. Now, Serve Robotics is one that I dollar cost average. and I even did some options on it. I did some call options to the upside, and they expire in January 2028. So over a year, I got a lot of time. Now I bought these calls when it was trading in the low fives and under $5 because I believe Serve Robotics is going to run to the upside. Now, I could be wrong, right? Now, that's why it's going to be important to watch August 6th on their earnings. I may get this wrong on Serve Robotics, and that's why I like to be upfront with my viewers. You want to be paying close attention, but I'm willing to take the risk. I believe this company is going to get back to double-digit numbers. If not this year, next year. Most likely, I think next year because it is a midterm year. And even though we've been going up, today, August 3rd, I believe we may see some pullback because it's a midterm year, but I think we're going to rally in 2027. Now, again, that's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. But here we go. Let me go over some of the things I think Serve Robotic offers as an opportunity. I think it's a good opportunity. Reason I'm bullish on it is rapid revenue growth, right? In the last reported quarter, revenue reached 3 million, up 578% year over year. So those are things to pay attention to. They've been having the revenue grow by a lot, as you see there. Expansion strategy. The company has grown its operating footprint to dozens of cities. Some of you may live in a city where you might have already used Serve Robotics, and if you have, let us know down in the comments below. How was your experience? And continues to benefit from partnerships, right? They have partnerships with Uber, I believe White Castle, DoorDash. So they're growing, and let's see what we find out if they got any new partnerships. Large addressable market. If sidewalk delivery robots become widely adopted, Serve could be one of the early leaders, right? They're one of the ones that started this. So as this starts to grow into more cities and get larger, they could be the big boy, right? Look at McDonald's. They're the big boy when it comes to fast food. Maybe Serve Robotics could be the big boy when it comes to the robots delivering food and things like that. So we want to pay close attention, like I said, to their earnings, but these are high risk plays. But if they do well and the company, it becomes part of our future, it can make some millionaires. A lot of the stocks that you see right now, like the big boys, like Amazon, they did great on their earnings, a great company to have on your portfolio, right? The people that took risk and invested in Amazon years back are really reaping the benefit of all the growth Amazon's had. A lot of the companies that you may have right now in your pocket, like if you have an iPhone, you have Apple in your pocket, right? A lot of these companies made millionaires. They took middle class people, everyday people, and made them into millionaires. The people that were dollar cost averaging, growing their position size, increasing their share count, and did it year over year, and now their life has changed. And I say this because there is opportunity out there in the stock market, and I want you guys to be aware of that. Now, it doesn't mean everything that you invest in is going to be a winner. So also do keep that in mind. So with that said, Serve Robotics does carry risk, right? It's not a profitable company. The company is still unprofitable, and investors are primarily paying for future growth. So what we're paying for is the future of the company. The stock can be extremely volatile around earnings, which were around that time, with double-digit percentage move in either direction. So remember, be aware of that. If you don't have the stomach for that, you might want to wait till after earnings. Expectations are high, so even strong revenue growth may not be enough to get this thing to rocket, right? What a lot of people are going to want to see is the guidance. If we get disappointment in that, this stock can go even lower than where it's currently at. So what should you be watching for August 6th, right, on earnings day? The most important matrix will be revenue growth, right? We want to see that number of robots deployed and active deliveries. We want to see how many more robots are we going to get out there, and the current ones that are around, are they getting a lot of usage? Management's guidance for the second half of 2026. We want that to be good. And I think we're going to see growth. I think that is going to be good, but we have to wait till August 6th to confirm. And to see if there's any updates on major partnerships, which would be great. My view on this is I'm bullish. You already know, if you have a long-term outlook, I think this could be one that could really take your portfolio to the next level. And when it's at least levels at $5, under $4, it's a great opportunity to grow your position size. But please understand, there is always risk. You can lose the money that you put into Serve Robotics if you choose to invest in it, but it is one I have in my portfolio. It is one that I'm taking risk on, and I wanted to share it with you. I am working on the Patreon, and that is going to be coming out soon. So I just want to let my viewers know, in case you want to join that community, what we're going to be doing there is looking to build wealth. So we're just looking for like-minded people. We're going to be sharing opportunities, sharing what we're seeing to help our portfolios take it to the next level. So if that catches your interest, pay close attention. Check out my links in the description box. I got some cool things up there for you. Thank you, like always, for watching. Thank you for your time. And if you haven't done so, do me a huge favor. Smash the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.